Greetings everyone, I trust all is well out there. Today I'm doing a spread on a young lady by the name of Kiely Rodni from the Truckee, California area. She was last seen August 6th leaving to go to a party at a campground. And she has not been seen since. Her car is missing. She's still missing. And her family and loved ones would love to know where Kiely is at. I don't know much about this story except that she went out with some friends and somehow they were separated. The last time anyone seen her was her leaving in her car, and that was it, and no one has seen her since. So I'm going to do a quick spread to see what insights I could get from the ancestors, spirit guides, and higher self, and hopefully, you know, try to put the pieces together with all of us involved. Okay, so this is a 16-year-old still missing from Truckee, California, last seen August 6th. Okay, so I'm gonna get into it now and see what comes up. I hope you guys can see everything. Okay, I want to make sure y'all can see my hands as I'm shuffling. All right, let's go. Please reveal to me what messages you want us to know. Guide this reading. Guide this reading. Give me clear vision into what you would like me to know and pass forward. Guide this reading and reveal to me that you would like me to pass forward on behalf of Kiely. What would you like us to know? What messages? For the situation. First one up is no. Then we have some type of dark magic, negative stuff going on here, and higher ups. So the situation that came up right now is higher ups, dark magic, and no. I will go in deeper to see exactly what does that mean. Negative dark magic can just it can mean someone was doing some, you know, negative dark magic behind the scenes. I don't know, young kids like to dabble in these type of things. And also higher ups is here, and this can be anyone with some form of power, keys to the streets basically, and that are able to just do whatever it is that they like and have probably parents in high places. But these are people involved that are in high places. And no just means no, stop. So something she was trying to something she wanted someone to stop, something. But I'll go further. So we have a third party, someone living a double life. There was a promise made, some internal conflict. That's the nature. And someone here gaslighting the situation. So no dark magic in higher ups. We do see that There is a third party here, so that would mean that there's more than one person involved here, and there was some gaslighting going on. This can actually mean gas itself, gasoline, but it can also mean that there was an instigator behind the scenes, or the people she was around. The double life, this can also lead to her or the people around her, someone living a double life and dealing with some inner conflict. And she herself may have been dealing with some inner conflict. Then we have the promise. There was a promise made. And this is nature, earth, material gains, material realms. And this can actually also mean out in nature. Someone is out in nature. But there was a promise made. I'm going to go in further to see what else comes up. Okay. Reveal the situation. Double life, excuse me, y'all. So this person, whoever's involved, this is a cold individual. This person is a cold individual who she was telling no, lured. So she was lured. This cold individual, cold person, lured her into something or somewhere. And this is medical. And now this can mean that she, excuse me, that she needs medical care. And this can also mean that someone involved in her disappearance has ties or works as a medical professional, does something within that medical field with this higher ups here. But it does show also that she is in need of some medical care. She needed medical care. Oh shit, these two popped right out. So we got killed. We got set up. She was targeted and planned. So then we have the fire element. This is a lot of anger. It could be passion, but coming up like this is anger. There was some anger involved. So there was this third party that set her up, that gaslighted the situation and set her up. Not cool. No promise. She's a victim. Fire. Double life. Fire. Okay. Gaslight. Fire. Okay, so now we have here a victim, and anytime there's a victim, there's always a suspect. And we do know there is a third-party situation here, so it's more than one person involved. Thank you. You're welcome very much. But there was something, it's some type of exchange here as well when this thank you card comes up. Some type of giving and receiving has taken place. So with this internal conflict, maybe she was going through something and received something from someone, so she was saying thank you. So the nature of this is that this was an inside job. So this was people that she knew, people she was very familiar with the inside job in nature here. That's the nature of this situation. So the people that she allegedly had went on this, now this is allegedly, went to this party with, something went wrong here with this. She was lured it somewhere, set up, gaslighted. Okay, there was some negative manipulation going on, mind manipulation, dark psychology manipulation, some possibly occult stuff, but on the negative end of it, lured. Then you see the word here, set up, planned, and targeted. Co-person, no. So she was saying no, stop. She did not want this. This third party was involved. And then it's beginning, the end, inside job. And we do see that there was a promise made, but the promise was broken. So I'm just going to go in with my other deck and see what else I could get. Your double life. Someone was living a double life also. I'm not, this could, she's young. Kids, young kids like this do all types of different things at that age. I was once that age. So reveal the co-person. Reveal the co-person. Reveal the co-person. Yeah, she was set up. So we have the tooth here. This means end of a cycle, a loss. It can mean illness, and also it's considered a permanent separation. So something here took place that led to a permanent situation. I'm trying to place it where you guys can see it, but blurred, and dark magic on top of the hat, a witch's hat at that. This is giving me like a female type energy. That's normally what I pick up anytime that hat comes up. So this is an image. This is someone that has something to prove, that wears a certain hat, has a certain image. This is the role they play in life. On top of this, that dark magic. I don't know if they were into any new age stuff or anything like that, but could be someone and within that dynamic. Spider, another powerful female. This is a female coming up again. One's weaving their own life. Powerful female behind, weaving the story, weaving the web. Somehow possibly connected to medical field, or have someone within her path that's connected to the medical field, or does something in the medical field. It could be anything. It could be home health aide. It could be a nurse. It could be a janitor that just works somewhere in that field. Well, I don't want to say janitor, but they work somewhere with this field, within this field. Fire. So it's a lot of female energy coming up. There you go. Malicious behavior. This was definitely a female behind the scenes. Very malicious, vindictive person. Sneaky, conniving type of individual. With the hag in the hat underneath. Someone into some you know what. Whoever this hag is, double life and fire. So this is a cure to a negative situation. Okay, so again, there was some must have been some arguments or something taking place, and she was trying to remedy a cure to a negative situation. But now these people involved are also trying to balance out a force or remedy a cure to a negative situation. But really this was also her balancing against negative forces that was coming against her, such as this hag. Bizarre encounters, malicious encounters, fears. So this was a promise made by this individual. Someone made her this promise. Whoever was on her path made a promise to do something, but that promise was not kept. She was lured. They were offering peace. They were offering serenity. They was offering friendship and pretending that everything was A-okay. But that was not the case here. Internal conflict. Thank you. Internal conflict. Why is like somebody just set her up like that? Somebody's internal conflict. I feel it. Show me on yourself, spirit guides and ancestors. Please reveal. Reveal it. What would you like us to know? Okay, so the stump, something coming to an abrupt end. So as you see the lineup, set up, planned, targeted, gaslighted, third party situation here, female. So this is the stump, something ending prematurely, something stopping very fast, very quickly, coming to an abrupt end. It's normally what the stump is. Okay. Not getting good read here, y'all. I'm not. Abuse of power and branching out on your own. But there was some abuse of power that took place here. Abuse. And normally she wanted to branch out on her own. This is sometimes it can also represent abuse, power, and someone wanting to branch out on their own. So it could have been that she wanted to branch out on her own, but there was some abuse that took place. Someone abusing their power. with this internal conflict and abuse of power, or branching out on her own. She was dealing with something, but the people involved are going through something too. So this is the Crow. Warning. A bad omen. Inside job. Going out there in nature, going out there to hang out or whatever. This was a bad omen. Gaslighted situation. Set up and planned something that abruptly ended. Third party individual, female. A lot of female energy coming up. And lured with one thing in mind. Set up. Again, this is all alleged. I just read out the cards as Spirit puts them out. I always keep my hopes high that she is found and that her car is found. So this is what it is right now. Inside job in the Crow. So when the Crow pops up, again, the Crow is giving warnings, and she may have gotten the warnings, but this is an omen of bad news and criminal activity taking place inside job. So it could have happened inside this campground. But where's her car? Is she still on that property? But this is definitely criminal activity that took place. Third party kill, loss, a cold person. Whoever this was is a cold person. I'm also picking up there is a male-like energy on here as well. But this young lady was lured and set up by some foul people that she trusted. She trusted them. They made a promise and didn't. She became a victim of some criminal activity that was done. Now, the kill doesn't necessarily have to mean someone is gone. It can mean to kill someone's spirit or a story or a narrative, but because of the context of this reading and a missing young lady, I do have to call it out. It's coming out, and sometimes that's really not easy to do. I would like to know something. Let me check something else. I've never done this online before live, but I think it's worth a try to see if I can get a description of where she may be. Where's the car? So I'm going to lay out 5 cards and see what comes up, and each card will at least give me a location. Where's Kiely? Ultimate, please, Spirit, reveal to me. Please reveal the location. Give me a descriptive. Show me a descriptive. Show me a descriptive location. Beginning and end. Normally, I do a box spread when I work on locations. So we do have a man involved here. Damn. So the man came up. The lilies came up in the coffin. When the coffin comes up, this is telling me that she's covered up somewhere. She's thinking of something. She's enclosed in something. That's for sure. I'm gonna double check something for you guys. Let me check something. What is that? The lily. I got the lily coming up. So when I'm just looking for the descriptive, checking the descriptive location. Anytime, if we're talking about a location, this can be a freezer or a refrigerator. Near a spiritual retreat, in a restful place or heritage center. So we have something snowy, something white, because we're talking about a descriptive location. Then it came in with the coffin following it. So the lily is signifying that she may possibly be in some type of cold place, cold area. Now again, this is just allegedly. The coffin is signifying that a person, when we're looking at a descriptive, we're talking about something or someone inside of a box or a container with a lid on it, in a low place, basement or floor, buried or under something. It could, even when I'm looking for missing things within my house, I use these cards to help me figure out the location. So the coffin came out. This is left for dead. This is in the garbage, in an empty space, in a very dark place, graveyard or near a cremated remain. And I hate the sound, so I don't mean to be disrespectful at all. I really want this young lady to be found. There's a man here popping up as well. So this man has something to do with it. So the location that I'm getting is that she's somewhere covered. She's somewhere covered in a cold place, in a box. And this man got something to do with it. Yeah. This right here is transition. So I know I'm a little low today. Normally a little hyper, but sometimes when I do these cases, it's just very heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking to do this, but I gotta do it. So the ship is this can also mean near water, lost while traveling. Now again, we're talking about we're talking about a descriptive. So this is her car. It can be in or around the car. In or around the car. So wherever that car is at, she's at. Could that car be in someone's garage though, far away or near imported objects in a wet place? And so this ship is representing her car. And she's near this car. So you find a car, you'll find her. thing is that the car may also be inside of someone's garage, and she can be placed somewhere cold. I trust this helps right now. That's it for now. My, I send my strength in love. In I don't know. I'm really lost for words because this is a very heavy spread to read. But I trust that they will find this young lady and bring her home back to her loved ones. I really do. Y'all have a beautiful day.